You feel me? You feel me? I had to come out there, you feel me? I had to rap for them boys, you know, we rise up, you feel me? It's just so much to talk about today. And I'm just so excited to get into it, you feel me? We got a wonderful show. Oh man, I'm tripping. This is my first episode. My name is Trevino Beasley. I like to break down everything and anything with the Atlanta Falcons. And man, we just got so much to talk about. I'm so excited for the season to see what Kevin Stefanski can do with Bijan Robinson. Super excited. So a lot of the press conference was typical Coach Stefanski. We're creating a winning culture, blah, blah, blah. Cool, we get it. It's the same thing with every coach that walks through here. Raheem Morris, whoever. We're tired of that as us Falcon fans. We don't want to hear that stuff no more. But the good news is James Pearce Jr. is back at practice. Michael Penix is also not clear for 11-on-11, but he says he is on track and is exactly where he needs to be. And then as far as Stefanski, he's still reiterating that they're not giving out jobs in June and that Penix has plenty of time to recover and everyone is working towards winning football. So, that's funny. We're talking about Michael Penix. So what happens at his press conference? So Penix expects to be ready for 11-on-11s before training camp. He will meet with his doctors before camp starts and they will make a decision on whether he will play week 1. That's super interesting. So he's not ready right now, but he's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready. So is it gonna be this cycle? If he's not ready, then we're gonna keep pushing the time back. I don't think Penix is anywhere near ready. Trevino, who do you think the Falcons are gonna go with? Is it gonna be Michael Penix Jr., who they went with last year, or are they gonna be using Tua Tagovailoa? My opinion, I think it's a lot safer to go with Tua, because he has the experience. He also has shown you that he can be successful if you put weapons around him. He led the lead in passing not too long ago. So I feel very confident with Tua, but he's known for turning over the ball, and I don't really know about too much turnover the ball, because if you look at his offensive line, they weren't blocking for him, and it's just a mess, man. So hopefully Miami figures that out, but who knows? Feel bad for Malik. Feel bad for Malik Willis, but not the Falcons. Anyway, so we got Zachariah Branch, a receiver from Georgia. I'm really excited about. He's actually been showing out in training camp, burning past all pros like AJ Terrell. Nothing major. You know what I'm saying? But like, what are we actually talking about? A rookie making an impact like a Tyreek Hill? Like a Jalen Waddle? Dude, Atlanta really have a fast, deep threat receiver that can beat people over the top. So you would think that Michael Penix would be the guy to deliver that ball over the top, right? But we got Tua. Tua, who is deadly accurate. Any short pass, anything 15 yards, you can forget it. It's Tua. But then you got Michael Penix, who struggles to hit the easy stuff, but he can hit stuff way over the top, 40 yards, 50 yards. Dot. We saw it in what I'm saying, when he was in the college football playoffs and the national championship game, he can deliver in those big moments. So why is he not? And it makes you think. I believe it was the coaching staff. I don't think that they took a very good job of Michael Penix or any of the quarterbacks in the quarterback room last year, and it showed. Because I feel like every quarterback that was going in there, they weren't delivering like 400-yard games, 500-yard games, but you have the talent. Because I just feel like the Falcons may have figured this out with Matt Ryan. Getting a new offensive coordinator, getting a new head coach, bringing in plenty of people that can work with anybody in the quarterback room, and it's just going to make them better. And on top of that, shout out our general manager, Ian Cunningham, he picked up undrafted rookie Jack Strand. Like, dude, where you even found this dude, man? He is incredible right now, and I think he's really pushing for QB3 right now, and that's huge for us, because if Jack Strand can show any promise, we might be able to trade a quarterback in our room and get more compensation, because this draft class that is coming up is loaded, and I am super excited. I want the Falcons to have a great season, but Arch Manning, Dante Moore. All right, nah. I see y'all boys now, you feel me? We might be on the up and up, you know what I'm saying? Time will tell. I know it's a lot to think about as far as who's gonna be our starting quarterback. Is it gonna be Tua? Is it gonna be Penix? I trust this coaching staff. Not so sure about the offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, but only time will tell. I had a lot of suspicion in Jeff Ulbrich being hired, and he turned out to be a success story, and we just love him so much. So this is what ESPN NFL Nation had to say about the Falcons' participation in injuries for minicamp. The Falcons are dealing with a bunch of injuries, mostly on defense. Starting safety Xavier Watts did not practice Tuesday, nor did second-round cornerback Avion Terrell. Safety DeMarco Hellams and linebacker J.D. Bertrand also did not practice, though they were in uniform alongside Watts. Nickel corner Billy Bowman Jr. is also not yet back from an Achilles tear that he suffered last November. And two rookies, linebacker Kendall Daniels and defensive tackle Ontario Thompson, were both out. So that's a lot to think about. So Xavier Watts is out, Avion Terrell is out, DeMarco Hellams is out, J.D. Bertrand, Billy Bowman Jr., and Kendall Daniels, all on defense. Want these guys to get healthy. You just hate to hear it so early. Like guys are already starting to get hurt and already starting to drop like flies. So definitely got to keep an eye on all of them. 4 UFL players are trying out for the team. Linebacker/edge Keshawn Banks, wide receiver Cam Camper, defensive tackle Defoncha Maxwell, and defensive lineman Rashard Lawrence. So Banks played for the Orlando Storm, and I really like Banks a lot. I feel like out of all of these guys, I feel like he stood out the most to me. He's an edge rusher. He's a bit of a journeyman. He started out going to college at San Diego State, looking for another chance to make an NFL roster. He started off with the Packers and then the Pats, and then after that, he ended up playing for the Arizona Cardinals. This year in the UFL, he tied for 6th in sacks and helped lead them to a playoff berth. Look at this right here. I want to show you guys this. I believe this is interesting. He kicked off this season on a 4-week sack streak. That is important to me because it shows that he can be consistent. He can consistently show up for you whenever you need him. And that is exactly what the Falcons need in their edge rusher room. I'm putting all my chips on this player. I believe he will make an impact for Atlanta. Undrafted rookie James Brockermeyer. He played for the University of Miami. Let's take a closer look at Brockermeyer. This is his PFF rating as a Hurricane. As you can see, he has an 86.4 pass block rating. So that lets you know that he kept Carson Beck protected in crazy environments, playing against Ohio State, playing against Florida State. He knows how to play in big games, and he showed that he can come through as a pass blocker. Now, as a run blocker, he had a run block grade of 68.8. As an offensive grade, he has 72.5. So what that lets me know is that he's consistent and that he has a lot of room to grow and improve. So I really like what James Brockermeyer can do. I've talked to a lot of Hurricane fans. They tell me that he's very technical and he doesn't really make any mistakes. He's somebody that you can just plug and play. So really excited about James Brockermeyer. I feel like now I don't want to put too much hype and stock in an undrafted rookie, but this player has a real chance of making the 53-man roster. Now I'm not saying that Brockermeyer will take starting center Ryan Newsom's job, but I do think having the greatest offensive line coach like Bill Callahan can make a difference and even challenge Newsom. So, like I said, I don't want to put too much stock and hype in an undrafted rookie, but I do feel like he does have a chance to make the roster. And y'all come on back, man. We getting it popping, man. We just getting started. So, you know what I'm saying? I got stuff on the wall, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't got stuff on the wall yet. But I promise y'all, man, as we grow, we gonna have all that, man. We're gonna be locked in. We're gonna do it different from the way they do it, you feel me? We got to rise up, man. I'm really excited about this season. Besides the quarterback position, I love Bijan Robinson playing with Kevin Stefanski. Man, the holes that he can open up for Bijan Robinson is going to be insane. And they have Brian Robinson. Man, this season could be special for us if the quarterback position can at least be substantial? Can you at least keep drives alive so we can score? Field goal or touchdown. We just need somebody to create those opportunities for us so that we can score points. Because I feel like our defense is really capable. We have Brandon Dorless, which went insane. I can't remember if he had double-digit sacks or if he was close. He might have had like 8 or 9, 10. We'll double check that and get you guys that. But man, I'm really excited about him. Jalen Walker, the edge rusher from Georgia that we had as a rookie last year, going into his second year. We have James Pearce Jr. Oh man. Speaking of James Pearce Jr., let's talk about something real quick, man. So James Pearce Jr., Kevin Stefanski confirmed that James Pearce Jr. is at Flowery Branch for mandatory minicamp, but he will not participate in full team work, focusing instead on individual strength and conditioning. Stefanski added that Pearce understands what's expected of him. The Falcons have yet to hear from the NFL regarding a potential suspension. And that was also covered in the press conference. So it's looking like Pearce is probably going to miss some time. He's probably going to be suspended for maybe, like, I would say maybe 6 games, 8 games. I understand. But you get, if you're playing winning football and you can get into the playoffs with a player like James Pearce Jr., Jalen Walker, you have both of the Terrell brothers, Avion Terrell and AJ Terrell. You have the best safety group in the NFL with Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts. Hopefully everybody can stay healthy. We've been dealing with so many injuries, but this season could be exciting if you're an Atlanta Falcon fan. But we feel like we say that every single year. It's the same thing. Oh, the Falcons are going to be this, and then they just never live up to the hype. So me personally, I'm kind of like, I don't really know. I don't know who's better, Michael Penix or Tua, or neither one of them might work out. It might be Jack Strand, or they have to draft a quarterback. But if you figure out this quarterback position, this team could go far in the playoffs. Who knows? But with that being said, my name is Trevino Beasley, and it's been a pleasure talking to you guys, man. Y'all come back on in here, man. We're going to get it popping, man. There's so much to talk about. Then again, it's not that much to talk about because the season isn't started yet. But when we hit the ground running, boy, we finna get going, y'all boys. You feel me? We got to get it going. We got to get it going. Rise up. That's all I got to say, man. Rise up, y'all boys. Y'all take it easy.